Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a bonus new moon solar eclipse for the month of February tarot oracle reading. And Virgo, you are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not Virgo, we still all have a little bit of Virgo in us. If you have your birth chart, which house is Virgo in, that is where this energy shows up for you. My goal is to provide valuable information to empower you. Please be aware that this is a general or collective reading and parts of it may or may not resonate with you. Just take what works for you, leave the rest. And also, this is a timely reading, meaning if you're watching it at this time, it is the perfect time for you. Having said that, if it's been a while since I posted this, what was going on in your life back then, that could give you a lot of clarity about what your situation is now. So we are going to start with the underlying energy from the bottom of the deck, and we have the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords has been coming up a lot in the readings in the last month, and I feel that's because a lot of people are, this is talking about moving out of a cycle into another. This is the never-ending nightmare that eventually is going to end here. And so the Nine of Swords represents someone who is waking up in the middle of the night from a nightmare, and it's a repeating nightmare, or they have something going on in their life that just seems they can't seem to get out of, that kind of energy. And it also can represent really being bored, like totally, completely bored. And it can also represent the energy of waking up in the middle of the night, usually between the hours of like 2 and 4 in the morning, and having a dream that's very real and feeling like, oh, that was so real, like, and there was some information in it that you want to remember. If you ever are in that position, you can, if you're trying to remember a dream, don't move physically, and you will have a better chance of grabbing what happened in that dream. As soon as you move, it kind of changes your mind in a way that you can't grab it as easily. So this is talking about enlightenment in the morning, like in the wee hours of the morning, or stifling boredom, or a never-ending nightmare, or all of the above. So we'll see what's going on here. We have the Three of Cups coming in. So the Three of Cups is for the underlying energy for the entire reading, and this is the energy for the internal forces. So the Three of Cups represents a celebration. The problem with this card that I see is that these people are celebrating, but they're not celebrating each other. No one's looking at each other. So these three cups represent, the cups in tarot represent romantic love and other forms of love, as well as what you love to do or what you love to be. And these three are not looking at each other. They are having a toast, but what they're toasting is something that happened, not each other. And in many countries and many cultures, there is a superstition, and particularly in European countries, where if you don't look someone in the eye when you're toasting them, it creates 7 years bad luck for your love life. And so it kind of defeats the purpose here. So there's something they're celebrating, but it's not necessarily each other. It's more something that's happened. All right, and that's for the internal forces. So now we're going to, the internal forces are the what ifs. It's exactly this energy here, waking up in the middle of the night and saying, what if I do this and this happens? What if I do that and that happens? What if they do this, then what? And it's kind of a never-ending loop of thoughts that you can't get out of. So here we have, but you can move off to calmer shores to calmer waters with God. And so I feel like this is saying, yes, this person has been having that experience of this repeating cycle. Having said that, they they also are getting enlightenment in the wee hours. So this is rowing off to calmer waters with God. So in the tarot, the water will represent emotions, and rough water is like really rough emotions, mixed emotions. It can represent that there's chaos. And then here we have the calm waters. And this person is going off in the boat, and the conveyor here is taking them to calmer waters. This is talking about all the thoughts that they have that are keeping them in this energy here. So this is the 7 of Swords, and this is the energy. This pole has to dig deep into the bottom of the surface here to get the boat moving, and that's talking about having to really dig deep into your inner self, into your shadow side, and really look at, okay, what is causing this within me? Your internal forces are what you have control over. And so you don't have control over a lot of what's happening in the world. Those are external forces, what other people say or do. But you do have the ability to control your reaction or your response to what's happening around you. And so this quite often can represent someone that has gone inward and done a lot of meditation. And it's kind of coming up that it might be thoughts that you've had from when you were a young child that you haven't healed from, the fears that you have. And so this is talking about looking into those fears and then being able to calm them. All right, so that's where that's how you're feeling right now. And we have God comes in with the Ace of Wands, and the aces in the tarot represent new beginnings, something new coming in, and this is a gift from the universe, from God, and this gift is a gift of passion for new discovery. So this is talking about really going into this energy and really saying, hey, what are my dreams telling me? What is bothering me here? And looking into it so that you can have peace. And then we have the Hangman. So yes, it's talking about calming down and going inward. The Hangman hangs from the tree of knowledge, and he's hanging upside down because he wants to gain a totally different perspective from the perspective he's looked at it from other angles. And when his aura becomes very bright around his head, that's representing that, I've got it. Now I know which direction I'm going to take. The wands represent action. They're the element of fire, and it's talking about action. And this is talking about having balance before you take any action, which is very, very good advice right now with the astrological forces. We have, okay, so now we're getting more clarity here. This is regarding a lover. This card represents the lovers. The lovers is a card of choice. Who are you choosing to have in your life, in your most intimate life, your inner circle, and who, how well do you know them? The cloud between the man and the woman here represents like not knowing each other as well as you. Like there's a lot hidden here between you that you don't understand. And so this is talking about making strong choices when it comes to your lover. The sun is shining on this. This also can talk about the energy of this being your higher self, and what I call the higher self network, HSN. HSN is a network just like the internet, and it's like the internet. You can converse with other people and be online. The main difference between the higher self network is it's always on, whether you're aware of it or not. And so this is talking about strong choices in your love life. And it's also saying, if this is if you're not looking for love right now, and that's not what your issue's about, it's talking about having a very strong balance between your masculine and your feminine qualities. So that you're balanced in that way. The masculine energy is electric, and it represents the energy of action, this kind of energy, and the feminine energy is magnetic, so it attracts, and it is more about your intuitive side, your creative energy, that kind of energy. So we have, and when they're balanced, with each other, you're way more likely to find someone else who's balanced with their masculine and feminine energies, and then be a very balanced couple that will really add, like it's a balance between the masculine and feminine energies allows lovers to be able to be very balanced within each other in the relationship. And then we have the King of Wands coming in. So the King of Wands is sitting on his throne, and he is visionary. This is again and it's following the Lover's card. So this could say that there's a King of Wands that's interested in you as a lover. This also could represent an energy of you are the King of Wands. You just take it as it goes. Just remember that the figures in tarot are archetypes. So this could be, besides being a man in his masculine energy, this could be a female in her masculine energy. And so this is talking about forward movement, passion for, this passion for new discovery. That describes the King of Wands perfectly. The King of Wands is really a visionary that loves to go on adventures of knowledge, basically. Someone that loves to meet new people, new cultures, that kind of energy, and tackle new projects. He's considered to be very sexy and charismatic. He's the kind of guy you wouldn't kick out of bed for eating crackers. You could forgive him for anything because he's so charming. And a lot of people really do enjoy his company. The energy here also is that, his element is fire. And the figures in the royal cards, like in the face cards of the wand energy, always have this lion or salamander in a circle here, and there's even a little salamander running here, and that represents being protected from the energy of fire. And one thing I noticed about this card just a few weeks ago now is that it looks like there's almost like a figure, like a face here, like the two eyes, and then smoke coming out of the nose, and then the out of the mouth here, like that. There's smoke here, and so that could be that because he's smoking hot, or it could be that where there's smoke, there's fire. So if there's something that you're wondering, okay, about the King of Wands that feels out of place, it's saying your intuition is picking up on something that's there. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So this energy is talking about the King of Pentacles is sitting on his throne, and his main element here is earth element of the pentacle. And the pentacle represents health, wealth, happiness, how you attract that on planet Earth, the abundance that you attract on planet Earth. This is talking more lifestyle. Money is, of course, this is a coin. Money is a big part of your lifestyle. Having said that, you could have all the money in the world and still not be living the lifestyle that you want to live. And that's what this energy is saying. Now, the King of Wands would be someone that people really look up to for advice regarding businesses. So he's really well known for his business acumen. Someone that is very good at also understanding how money works. And so this is someone that would possibly be a financial advisor, someone that maybe is a life insurance, retirement specialist. There could be an energy here of, wealth management, someone that works in the banking system. They would be high up. They would be at least a manager and, and the top of their field. The kings are always at the top of their field. And the energy of the King of Pentacles is that he's a steady person that you go to advice for, that understands the legalities and the paperwork and of transactions. Also, this can really represent real estate, land, property, homes, that kind of energy. Mortgage brokers, that sort of thing. And so we have the internal forces here. This is talking about your how you identify with yourself right now. You want to move on to calmer waters right now. You're tired of having chaos in your life. And this is about abundance and self-worth. So you want to have more passion in your life, and you want to do something new. That's the aces coming in. And that energy is really good energy to have right now, actually, as long as you don't act upon it impulsively. And then this is the communication from your early life. So you might have been a very calm, reflective child, you know, someone that was very sensitive, and you would not speak unless you were spoken to, kind of energy. This is kind of talking about really having to eye up a situation. It can imply that if, you know, children who hang back like that, quite often there's a reason for it, and perhaps there was like punishment if you you know, appeared to be disrespecting anyone. And then we have this energy of emotional foundation. And so yes, your emotional foundation is going to really shape, your subconscious mind will shape who you choose to have as your intimate partner, your lover, because your subconscious mind is formed by the time you're about 6 years old. And that energy, 6 to 7, and you know, if you think about it, you can't remember what happened to you when you were a baby. Most people can't anyway. And so you have to rely on the people who were in charge of your care to tell you, oh, you were like this or you were like that, or on photographs or videos. But so a lot of the information is not really your thoughts, it's the thoughts of the other people around you who told you who you were, basically. And this is the weird thing about this is very heavily imprinted on us when we're young. And so when we get upset or we're in, like, you know, rough waters like this, the mind that comes up first is the subconscious mind, and it's like, oh, do this, and it's usually quite impulsive. And you know, from when you were little, and it's not even really the thoughts that belong to you out of experience, it's the thoughts that others told you. This is what you were like, this is how you were, like, you know, you were sad, you were happy, you were full of energy, you were a quiet, reflective child, that kind of energy. And then we have this is the position of your creativity, romance. And this is like a very, this king is like considered the most romantic of all the kings. Not so much romantic, but passionate. That would be the energy. And this is about, you know, having children and also being able to use this energy from the sacral chakra to manifest in the 3D. And then this is, you're talking about your daily routine, your habits, like how, you know, are you someone that, and because we're talking about the pentacles here, what is your lifestyle like? Like, is it calm? Is it, or, you know, and I feel like that's what you're wanting, is to put things in order. The Virgo energy is, you know, it's wanting things in order. Virgos have a natural ability to be able to see where there's something, you know, the odd duck out kind of energy. This is get your ducks in a row, and you'll notice if one of them isn't quacking, that kind of energy. It's meowing instead, you know, that's the kind of energy. So like the Virgo mind works that way, and it's also like really analytical critique. And then the problem is with the Virgo energy is that it can become very anal criticism, and that energy Virgos have a tendency to use on themselves. And so this is that, you know, being able to have the passion to move forward. And you know, there could be something that's happened here, and I'm just getting the energy that you're kind of beating yourself up for it, like why did I, you know, the energy of why did I do that kind of energy. And so the what ifs are coming in. And you have to remember that, you know, repeating over and over again, like saying things about yourself that are not productive, like negative self-talk is what's coming up here. So be very aware of that and change it. Because if you know, you need to be able, your inner, this is talking about like inner child energy. And you may have been highly criticized when you were younger, like if you spoke your truth or whatever. And that needs to be something that you look at. This is the energy I'm feeling here, to be able to stop this, you know, mind that's caught in a trap that just keeps having the same thoughts over and over again and being worried about it constantly. This is talking about the external forces. Yeah, this is talking about the situation a little bit more. The give and take of life. So this is talking about planting seeds. This person has planted seeds, like taken action, and, you know, to earn some money, and then wait for the harvest to come in, and then be able to have, you know, a harvest and be able to be paid for what the effort that they put in. And so this is like talking about learning about how to give and take in life, how much to invest in things, and then how much do you have to give to other people. This isn't just talking about money. This is talking about your time and your energy and your money. And so it's talking about learning the give and take in life. This person is receiving coins from this individual because this is representing someone that this person has used their discernment to say, hey, this person could really use a handout here right now, and I don't mind doing that. I have a little bit of extra money, and I'm going to give to charity. He's got the scales of justice hanging above this person because, look they've got something in their pocket already. And this is saying that this could be someone that doesn't really need it, and he's like, I'm not giving you any of my money. He's judged it. Like, this is, I don't want to... I feel like you have something there already and you can do this on your own. Get your butt up and go to work. It's kind of that kind of energy. And so, you know, we learn how to give and take through life, and especially when it comes to business, understanding that, like, who are you going to invest in? What are you going to invest in? And how much should you invest at any given moment? If you hire people, how much should you pay them? You know, that kind of energy. Who is the right person to hire? All of that kind of give and take in business world. And then we have the Page of Cups coming in. So the Page of Cups is focused on his cup of love, and the fish in it represents, you know, he knows there's plenty of fish in the sea, but he's very focused on this particular fish. And so this is talking about, you know, this energy of like the King of Wands having his eye on someone possibly. And when like two kings come in like this, it could represent one person who has both these qualities, and you know, is the same person, or it could represent two different people here. So this is talking about a message coming in. The pages in the old days, they would start working for the king and queen around the age of 7 to 14. And they would, if they were good at what they did, they might have an opportunity for knighthood when they're 21, if they could afford a horse. So this energy is talking about some form of communication coming in regarding your love life, or regarding what these three are celebrating. So this could be more, we do have the Lovers here though, so it could be a combination of both, because this energy is of maybe someone asking you out on a date. This is a communication of some form coming in. And so this could represent, you know, these days, like in the old days, it would always be in person. It could be in person, but it's more likely to come in from a phone call, a text message, some sort of energy around, you know, it could be an email. It could come in the form of social media. You might see something on social media, an event posted, and then go to it and meet someone when you're there. It can also be something that's happening in the news that causes you, like for business reasons, oh, that's a really good idea. I think I might invest in that, or something like along those lines. So we'll see as we go. So now this is defining the external forces. Having for you, you can't control the external forces coming towards you. You can't, you know, you can't control what other people say and do and why they do things. Having said that, you can control like your reaction to it, so that you don't react, but you respond in a real strong way. Then we have the World card coming in. So this is talking about some sort of achievement that you've accomplished. The World is the last card in the major arcana. So the Fool starts off at the 0 point, and at the end, the World card is the final card of his journey. And this is representing an achievement that you have accomplished or someone else has that is affecting your life in some way. And also talking about it's the end of a cycle. So again, talking about ending this kind of energy here. So that's, okay, some sort of star energy. So someone, it seems like someone who has some star quality themselves, someone who is looking at you and thinking, I want you in my world, very focused here. And this is the energy here, like talking about the star energy. So this person is dipping into the universal waters, and they have the 2 vessels. They're mixing their own special quality that they came down to earth to bring in, and then taking that and pouring it onto the earth. And there's 5 streams here, and that represents the 5 points on the pentacle. So this is about bringing your special qualities down to earth and then reaping the benefits from that. That energy of this card here. This is your North Star, and your North Star represents what you came on earth on a spiritual level to do. And so the path that you take being your destined path, the one that got when you came down to earth, that you were, this is the path that God gave you, the mission of your life. Our purpose is always to just be a better version of ourselves, but we all have our own special, unique qualities. And when we pour that into our energy into the earth while we're on earth, it benefits everybody. And so this star energy, now this is saying that, you know, for all you know, you are a superstar and you don't even know it. This could be saying that your special qualities are way more valuable than you realize. Sometimes we have some energy around, like some quality or skill that other people, like we think, oh, it comes so easy to us that we just think, oh, everybody knows how to do that. But it actually, everybody doesn't know how to do that. So this can also represent this, because you have someone who's eyeing you up. This energy is talking about, they could be a star energy as well, but also seeing you as a star. We have the wounded warrior here, though. So someone, there's external forces, and this could be saying that their energy has caused you to feel this way, or that the person that's interested in you has just been through it as well, so has an understanding. The wounded warrior is talking about, this is the 9 of Wands, and you notice like it's similar energy. And this is talking about the wands, the actions that they have taken or other people have taken that have landed, and the effect it's had. Now this is saying, the wounded warrior is saying that you've done everything you can to stay on your path, but tired, like still standing, but oh, it's been a battle to land these wands and to deal with all the energy around it. And so this is an external force coming at you. And so it could be saying that there were some external forces that caused you to be in this energy, or this person that's focused on you understands why you are this way, because they've also been through that themselves. And perhaps that's why, you know, they might have some valuable information for you. This is talking about meditation and prayer. And again, like we have the like this is like hanging all your thoughts on the wall and quiet your mind, discipline your mind. Your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind is your soul's needs. And so a lot of times people will say, oh, I'm a human being with a soul, but you're actually a soul traveling in a human body, and your soul has needs, and that's the unconscious mind. That your soul's saying, hey, what about me? Like you're looking after all your physical needs, but the reason you're so unhappy is because you're not looking after your spiritual needs. your unconscious energy. And then the conscious mind is what you have a handle on. It's like totally from your life experience, you totally are, you understand that part. Like there's nothing hidden regarding that. We have this sword laying down, and this is about putting your mind to rest so that you can get some peace of mind. And on this stained glass window, it looks like he's in a church here. This stained glass window has the word Pax, P-A-X, which represents peace. So this is talking about, this peace of mind. And so maybe there's a person that's coming into your life here who understands what it's like to be in this energy and can give you some really good, solid advice. And they happen to be good looking at the same time and really good with money. And they're willing, and they've got their eye on you right now. And they can see the struggle you're in, and they would like to empower you. And this is the Page of Wands coming in now. So the page, it's similar energy to this, except that the page, this element that the page is in, is about the fire energy and taking action. So this is saying, okay, now after doing this reflecting on what's going on here, you're ready to take action now. You're ready to come down from the tree of knowledge and put whatever you've learned into action so that you can stop this energy and celebrate. And also it's about really part of the learning curve of life. And so this Page of Wands is saying that, again, this is about this passion for new discovery, this gift, that if you go inward right now and you really reflect on, okay, what is it that this never-ending dream is telling me, then, and really like go inward and see, okay, what is this about? What do I need to heal within myself, or what actions do I need to take based on what I've learned in this situation? We're going to clarify this a little bit more, Virgo. The new moon coming in, it's interesting, this reading is a bit different from the other ones that I've done so far, but it's good. It's talking about you've done a lot of inner work here. You may be in a situation right now with a lover that's causing this energy, or this can be talking about this passion for new discovery is coming in, and this I feel that this is probably one person is really interested in you, and it's going to change your world. It's going to be kind of like allowing you to put your energy out there in a way where you're not exhausted like this. And then, this is about using your intuition. So the energy around the moon energy is about using your intuition as well as your logic, so that you can you're not caught in this loop. You're using both your masculine and your feminine energy. And the Page of Wands, this energy is very passionate and it's youthful, and it's talking about being enthusiastic again about life and about what you love in life, and maybe even about having a lover again, or some sort of energy. It could represent, if you're already in a relationship, having a new passion for each other. This is the thing about this energy to be aware of, is that the Page of Wands really admires their wand. And so you think about a young man, under the age of 21, and, that energy is not necessarily the most, like if you're looking for someone that is looking for marriage or something like that, a committed relationship, this is not that energy. This is like wanting to go out on dates and get to know people and discover the new kind of energy. And so that could be saying that maybe you haven't, you've been isolating a lot, hanging from that tree too long, and it's time to come down and get out there, and go live life, right? That kind of energy is what I'm picking up. So we're going to clarify this. If you're enjoying this reading, please do give it a like and comment. It really empowers me to build my channel. Also, this is, I'm clarifying with my deck, Tales from the Vector, T-A-I-L-S. And then I have a website, talesfromthevector.com, and you can go there and look up the number. The numbers on these cards represent the paintings that I've done And they're listed in my gallery on that website in the order that the numbers are on these cards. This is from the Intergalactic Federation of Light. I started it in 2007 and completed 64 paintings in 2020. And now I am working on bringing it out there. I've had it out in the past at my seminars when I used to teach them. And also I was at a lot of psychic fairs doing readings with people, but I didn't have the whole deck at that time. I didn't have all the paintings finished. So now I'm working on the information in a different way and getting ready to put it out there. In the description box below, I will put the order of the cards as they appear in the reading. So if you want to check it out, you can go there. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's see now, what's the energy we have here? So we have the clarification here is the Magician. So this is talking, I feel, about this energy when it comes like to your world changing, the transition from this energy into a more pleasing energy. And this is an energetic upgrade. And I do feel that this is saying, yes, you are getting information from your subconscious mind, like from your unconscious mind, basically from the spiritual side, to tell you how to fix this energy so that you're not like this, but you're more in a more productive energy, and you totally let go of the worry. You don't have to have the anxiety. And then this is also talking about the Emperor coming in. And so this is talk about like the Emperor. The Emperor is all four kings rolled into one person. So I feel like this energy, if you're a masculine, I mean, remember, this is your masculine energy. So the Emperor is like an alpha male energy. He's all about performance. He's all four kings rolled into one person. And I feel like that maybe when I said that these two kings feel like they're, that they are the same person, this could be talking about the qualities and that you're almost at emperor status, that you've really done a lot of inner work, or the person that's interested in you is at that level. And so that you know, you need to match that energy to be able to attract them. So if they're attracted to you, then that means that if you're close to an empress energy. The Emperor and Empress energy comes from life experience. I mean, you could be born an emperor or an empress, but most of us aren't going to be. So this is more talking about, you know, life. How do you handle life, basically? And then the Hierophant is coming in. So the Hierophant energy is talking about traditional structure, bringing justice in. Justice is quite often just living well. And so the Hierophant has his right hand in the form of a blessing. So it's saying some sort of blessing is coming in to balance this energy out. And, you know, that this is God stepping in and saying, here, you're kind of in this energy. You need to have an upgrade here so that you're feeling calm, so you can move forward and do it in the energy that you need to be in. You're a star, don't forget it. That kind of energy. This is saying the Hangman, saying it's a good idea for you to go and hang from the tree of knowledge for a little bit here. Calm your mind, meditate, go inward, pray. Because this is not a good time for impulsive energy. And that's like this new moon energy coming in. Is very much like, this is an Aquarian energy, and it's talking about the needs of others, of the external forces, as opposed to the needs of the inner self. And we did have a full moon on the 1st of February, and that was in the full moon was in the sign of Leo energy. So Leo is all about leadership and taking the reins and moving forward, but the energy is like contradictory. And Leo energy at the beginning of the month, like because of that full moon and being in Leo, was saying, hey, I have needs myself. I want to express myself. And the Aquarian energy that is across the horoscope in the wheel is saying back, no, you need to look after everybody else first. And Leo's, no, I need to look after myself right now. That kind of energy. And so that's a good time to go inward. Where the new moon coming up now, in a couple days here now, is going to, or 3 days, is going to be in the energy of Aquarius. So we still have that energy, but now the moon is in Aquarius, and the opposing energy is the Leo energy saying, hey, you need to quit putting everybody else's needs first. So it's kind of switched around here. And also this new moon energy is the first day of the Chinese New Year. And so the Chinese New Year is on the 17th, and we move from the year of the snake into the energy of the fiery horse energy. And that's about, okay, now it's time to take action. Now, after you've done a lot of reflection, it's time to put things in order, and you have them in a more orderly fashion in your mind now. It's time to now move forward and take action on that and make the changes you need to so that you can have what you want come in. And there is also an eclipse happening on the full moon, or on the new moon coming up. And so this is all happening on the 17th. And this is the energy of when there's an eclipse, it's talking about an abrupt change from how things were to how things will be kind of energy. And this energy can have a lasting effect for up to half a year kind of energy. This is the first eclipse of the season. It's a solar eclipse. So that means that we can't see the sun for, the moon is more prominent. And so all these hidden energies and these hidden, thoughts that are floating around around you, that are bothering you, are coming to the forefront. And you're you need to deal with them. You need to chill out, go inward, and really, what is this energy trying to tell me, so that you're not just stuck in a loop. So that's the energy coming in on the 17th. And so it's quite different from the full moon, because it's the opposite kind of energy, basically. Disruption. We're talking about what's fun for some is not fun for everyone. And so, again, I'm picking up this energy that you're maybe not a major extrovert person, that you need your time to yourself kind of energy. And maybe that's the energy you've been in, and maybe you've been in that energy. Okay, and this is saying, the Hangman is saying, okay, you're balanced now. Now you need to take action. You need to participate in the world around you. This is coming in quick now, it's saying. So this energy of the external forces are going to, we have that eclipse coming up. So it's like, whether you want to or not, get ready, here we come, that kind of energy. Judgment is talking about the cosmic judgment. So this is talking about the wheels of destiny turning. And this is coming from the heart, the cosmic heart energy, and it's saying it's time for you to take action now. And if this person is there's someone coming in that's going to be very passionate about you. Are you going to let them in, or are you going to be in this energy? Get ready. And then this energy is talking, you may have a blind spot when it comes to this energy. This is talking about your daily habits, and that you might be in such a routine. And it's also talking, I feel like, the energy of who you would normally date, who your type is. That this is saying, this person that's coming in might be not someone that you would normally date, and you'd be saying, well, that can't be the person, it's not my type. You have a blind spot around that. God is saying, exactly, the reason why you're in this energy is because of your type. You need to step out of your type and entertain the thought that the person I'm sending to you to be your lover is going to be a different type, because the type you have is always leaving you in this energy. And so this card has been coming up a lot when it comes to when the divine sends the energy in. It's kind of like, okay, this is the problem. You don't have a type. I'm sending someone to you that's perfect for you. You will not, it's not going to be someone that you would pick, but it's going to be someone who's perfect for you. And then you won't be in this energy anymore, that kind of. And this is confirming, this person will see you as the star. This is about, you know, being able to be your divine, like your inner self. You can be yourself around this person. And it's also saying this is the position of your marriage and commitments, your partnerships. So someone is coming in and they recognize that you have the qualities of a star, and they're also in that energy. So that's really cool energy to be in. And then this is talking about, I feel like this is talking about the energy from the past before you've learned, like you're learning hard lessons, and this is abuse of power. So this is talking about being in a situation where in the end you always, if you have a relationship and it hasn't worked out, this is the energy that you're feeling, that you're in, and this isn't the first time, and it's a cycle that you need to get out of. And then we have, and God is stepping in because you deserve to have love. You deserve to have a good lifestyle. That's what you're supposed to be having. And this is talking about transition. So I feel like this is saying that you have decided, yes, I'm going to end this cycle. And I'm going to at least go on a date with this person so that I can see, you know, maybe they are my type after all. If God sent them in, they're more likely to be your type than, you know. And you may have been doing a lot of online dating, right? And, you know, you may have noticed that people aren't necessarily exactly like they present themselves online. It looks good on paper, but it's not necessarily as the same in true life, right? So there was some sort of dissension. And this is talking about, you know, with friends like this, who needs enemies, like swimming with sharks. And I feel like that's kind of the energy. You know, when you're on social media and they say, who are your friends? Those aren't really your friends. They're just people that are associates. Like, you don't even know them. They're like most people that we have friends on social media, where, you know, and they like our stuff or not. Like, when you think about it, if you don't even know them, why do you care whether they like what you do? Or, you know, it's kind of they're not really your friends. So they're people that noticed your platform and want to you know, learn more about what your platform is about. And so we have denial. What I don't know won't hurt me. Yeah, it could hurt you. And that's what it's saying. It's like not wanting to see that part of yourself when you're in, you know, in that energy. And it's interesting that this energy is coming up for you in such a strong way right now. It could be that that's what you really want. And Valentine's Day is on the 14th here. So it's talking about, you know, this kind of energy. And if it's not, if you're not looking for love, or you already have love, it could be talking about looking at it from a different, you know, pumping some life back into it from a different perspective. We have the death and transition. So again, this is talking about there's a transition. And as I do this reading right now, it's Friday the 13th. So a lot of people have a lot of thoughts about the 13th, especially on Friday the 13th. I don't have those misperceptions because my first child was born on the 13th, and it was on Mother's Day. So I consider that to be a very special date. This sun is coming in. This is talking, yes. The sun, this is representing God, and you've been asking for direction, and this is the direction you're being given, basically. That you need to use your third eye as well as your logic when it comes to, you know, especially when it comes to your lovers. It's someone that you have to use your heart as well as your mind to choose that person. And if you're not good at doing it, you can ask for God's help, and God will direct you, basically. There's things about yourself, again, that it's saying that you don't necessarily know. That you've never maybe entertained. Oh, I never thought that I was that way. But you find out that's what I feel the energy is. This person's going to bring out, because they're not your type, they're going to bring out the energies that you've been ignoring about yourself, that maybe you've been in denial about. And you might be surprised, they might be some of your best qualities that bring out the star energy in you. I feel like this is going to be very promising. You need to just don't be impulsive. Take your time here. You don't need to rush things, you know, that kind of energy. Now is not a good time to be impulsive. Moving into this fire horse energy, You know, the danger with the fire horse energy is that we set our achievements so high that we make it like, you know, you would have to be a god yourself to be able to achieve them in the time that you've allotted. And also, it's about really like burning yourself out, you know, and being in this energy. So you don't want to burn yourself out, or you won't be able to get to the finish line. I really enjoyed this reading for you, Virgo. It's, you know, it's got really good advice in it for all of us. Please do like and comment if you've enjoyed it also, and consider subscribing to my channel if you resonate with the energy. It would be my honor if you did so. All right, well, bye for now, and I will be doing another reading for you coming up regarding the end of the month. All right, Stella.